I've been drinking. I get filthy when I look at it to me. I've been thinking.
Welcome back, CHRISSY crew, and happy New Year. This is my first video of 2021. I am so excited for this year. I don't know why. I'm never usually excited for the new year. I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But this year, I am determined to reach so many goals. I am determined for a lot of things, and I hope you guys feel this way as well. So in this video, we are going to be doing a Smokey Eye tutorial while using the Nikita Dragun Morphe palette. This palette came out a couple months ago. I did purchase it when it first came out, but you'll see in the video what happened on why it took me so long to come out with a video using this palette. But overall, this video is not just about the Nikita palette. It is mostly about how to achieve a smoky eye. Smoky eyes are super popular. A lot of people love smoky eyes. There's different types of smoky eyes that you can do. I chose the carbon smoky eye, which is this smoky eye. So basically, carbon smoky eye is when you really smoke out the eye, super black, super pigmented, super dark. So that's what I did. I love how it came out. I was nervous because I've never done such a black smoky eye on myself, but I'm so pleased with how it came out. I love it. I just love everything about this look, and I hope you guys really enjoy this video and really learn how to do this look. So before we get into the video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you guys can be a part of the CHRISSY crew if you are not already. Hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified whenever I post a new video, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so getting right into it, today we are going to be doing a smoky eye tutorial while using the Nikita Dragun palette. This is the palette here. I actually purchased this palette once it first came out, and I've tried to do multiple videos on it, and for some reason, like, I don't know, either the look I didn't care for, or I just kind of wasn't in the right state to do a video. So I was like, you know what, let me put it off for a little while and I will come back to it. So since I wanted to do a smoky eye tutorial, I said let me use the Nikita palette, because in this palette she does have a nice kind of array of shade colors, and of course she has enough colors here to do a good smoky eye with. So I definitely wanted to play with this palette. She did come out with this palette with Morphe along with a brush set, which I did get. So this is the box that it comes in. It comes with 7 brushes. One of them are dual ended, and here on the back they list all the brushes that it comes with. I actually am not going to be using these brushes today because they are a bit dirty. I used them previously in another look that I did, so I had to clean them. So I'll be using some other brushes here, but overall I came up with this look here. I wanted to get one eye done just to see what I wanted to do. I personally am not a big smoky eye person, so today what I wanted to do was kind of like an all blacked out smoky eye, which honestly I normally never do. So this is kind of like a trial thing for me as well. Normally if I do a smoky eye, it's going to be mostly in the outer eye area where it's really smoked out here and the edges, not on the full lid. So I wanted to try something different today, see how I liked it, see how it came out. So far it's pretty cute. I want to see how it looks once the whole face is finished. So let's get right into it. Like I said, we use the Nikita Morphe palette. Of course, I already have my eye prepped and my brows done. As I was doing this eye, I noticed there was a lot of fallout with this black shade. So you're gonna probably see it on this eye, we'll see, but I wanted to make sure my face was clean. If I did my foundation beforehand, I would have had so much fallout on my eye and it would have just kind of ruined the whole look. So getting right into it, I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This is the shade Shapeshifter. This is gonna go into my crease shade. And with that, I'm gonna just take a round fluffy brush just to buff it out. I'm not really going to be doing too much with this shade. This is just kind of gonna give me a transition into the next color and just help that crease out before I do that black. I did try a smoky eye before in a video, and at the time I was using my old phone, which I didn't have enough storage on. So as I finished the whole look, I went to go check back my footage, and half of it didn't even record, and it was such a nice smoky eye. Honestly, I was just like, oh my god, I was so pissed that day because that look really came out so nice. I was so pleased with it, and it didn't record. So I was like, you know what, let me just move on. I'll come back to doing a smoky eye. And what better way to start off the new year than with a smoky eye? Next, I am gonna go in with the shade Seduction here. It's kind of like a copper orange. I'm not gonna dab into this too much because I don't want that shade to be very visible. I just kind of want to give it a warmth to my crease. I'm not trying to get it to be like an orange smoky eye. I really want it to be a dark black smoky eye, but I want this crease here to be warm. And what I'll do is I'll just go back in with the first brush that I used, the original crease shade, and go back and forth just to blend that out together. Now, when I learned how to do a blacked out smoky eye in this fashion, I learned it in school. And the way that they taught me was to base the eye with black eyeliner, because that's going to give you a ton of pigmentation. It's really going to be super black, like dark smoked out black when you add that liner. I am not doing that. I do not have the patience to put that on my eyelid. I do not have the energy to put that on my eyelid, and I definitely don't want to have to take that off of my eyelid. So I'm just going to go in with her black shade here. This is the shade called Nasty. It is just a regular black, nothing special to it. I'm going to take this flat eyeshadow brush and dab it into that black, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. But I'm not going to just like pat it on. I want to place it nicely because I do want to have a clean crease with that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller crease brush and I'm just going to buff out the top of that crease where we put the black, just to smoke it out. And what I'll do next is I'll go back in a little bit with that copper shade and place it right back over, just to kind of give back that little bit of copper we were having there. Now, when that's at a stage that I like it, it looks messy now because, like I said, there's fallout. This actually doesn't have as much fallout as it had on this eye, so that's good. But this does definitely have some fallout here. So once I clean that up, you'll see how nice it looks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to still take that same eyeshadow brush that I used for the black, and I'm going to go in with this shade here called Game Over. This is like a nice black with some purple and blue kind of like sparkles in it. I really like this, and I wanted to use it as a topper because I wanted to see how it would make the black look. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm using the same brush that I used for the black shadow, and I'm just going to dab it in, and I'm actually gonna spray it a little bit. This is my makeup fixer from Inglot. This I like to use when I want to get more pigmentation off my shimmers. So I just sprayed that a little, and I'm just gonna go dab this right on top of the black here. And I don't know if you can really see it in the camera here, but it does have a nice sparkle to it. Like, I like the blue and the purple specks that are in it. It really gives me like kind of like a nice midnight sky vibe. Like, it's really, really pretty. And what I'm doing with this is I'm just outlining where I put that black at, patting it down in the front, and then kind of like moving it back and forth just in the crease area to define that line a little bit more. And you see all this fallout is coming out. That's why I didn't want to do my face first. We're going to get into the face after this. But overall, I think that it is pigmented very nicely and it's pretty. I think that the color shades that Nikita picked out were super cute. I love that it has like an anime kind of feel to the palette. I didn't even get to go over the palette with you guys. I should have done that in the beginning. But if you guys don't know who Nikita Dragun is, she is a transgender influencer. She has her own beauty line called Dragun Beauty, where she has, you know, color correctors. She has face palettes. She just came out with setting powders along with a setting spray, I believe. She also came out with some lipsticks as well. So she has a full line, and now she teamed up with Morphe to come out with this palette. I am familiar with Morphe's formula, so I knew that the shades were going to be very pigmented. So if you look in the palette, you can see she has really, you know, your basic colors where you can do an everyday look. She has your colors where you can do a fall look, you can do a summer look. She has, you know, your going out nighttime kind of look with these colors as well. So I really like the variety that she did with this, and I do like that if you can see that she has like some shimmers, some kinds of like pressed glitters here. So just a lot of different options in this palette. And overall, I do love the packaging as well. Like, I think the packaging is super cute. On the box, it did have like a little anime picture with a little description and just like a little message from her, which I thought was dope. These are the brushes that they came with. I think I have some doubled here because I did get 2 packs, but she has this dual ended brush which has a spoolie and then something that you can do with your eyebrows. She has a couple of crease brushes here. Like I said, I've used these the other day, so it has like purple and green on it. it. That's why I didn't use it today. And then she has eyeshadow brushes. She has more detailed brushes. So I really love the brushes that they came with. I really wish I cleaned them so that I could use them for this video. I wasn't really sure what I was going to use for this video until I was like getting my stuff together. So I was like, you know what, let me use this palette. But yeah, I do love the brushes. I think they're really good. I actually really love Morphe brushes. I did a basic look with it, but as you guys can see, the color range here is definitely something that you can play with and do a bunch of different looks with. So next, before we finish up the eyes, we're going to get into this face because this face is looking super pale with all this dark color on. So today I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty foundation. I love this foundation. I haven't used it in a little while, but I did a review on the line, so if you guys want to go check that out, I will leave the link up here. This is in the shade 180W, and it's a super lightweight foundation, very buildable, very fresh looking. It's definitely like a natural kind of finish foundation. I love this foundation. I loved it since the first day I used it. I did have difficulties with it in the beginning, but I've definitely mastered how to use it. So I love this foundation. I think the whole Rare Beauty line is pretty good. Pretty much a lot of the things that I did try in that video I did like. So like I said, go ahead and watch that video if you guys haven't, if you want to see more about the Rare Beauty line. But I wanted to use this foundation just because I haven't used it in a little while. But as you can see, it matches really nicely to my skin. It's just very like a nice natural finish. Like I said, it is buildable. If I wanted to really pack this foundation on, I definitely could, but I like my foundation more on the light side. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Warm, and I do really like the Rare Beauty concealer as well, but lately I've been using my e.l.f. and it's just really given me a nice kind of flawless under eye look. So I wanted to use it today too, just because I've just been really liking it. Ever since I got it, honestly, I love it. I use it to prep my eyes also. Like, I just really like the finish of it, and my skin is very dry, so I like having a hydrating concealer to put under my under eye. And I'm just dabbing that in with my beauty sponge. This is the same one I always use. This is the e.l.f. face sponge. I love this sponge. It's super affordable. It's super squishy. I really am so happy that I found this sponge because it's amazing. What I like to do afterwards is I like to just go in with my Real Technique setting powder brush and just go right into the fine lines under my eye, just because right here in this area my lines are super fine, so they tend to get like wrinkly and creasy. So I like to just set that in too sometimes. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. This palette is horrible, you guys. I use it all the time. It's my most favorite palette in the whole entire world. Going in with an e.l.f. I don't even know what kind of brush this is from e.l.f., but it's the 104 brush. It's like a super thin, really precise, detailed brush that I like to use to contour my cheeks. So I'm going to go in with the darkest shade here. These don't have names, just light, medium, dark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this across. I'm going to go right underneath my cheekbone, and then I'm going to start tapping it in. And it looks crazy at first, but once you tap it in and kind of blend out the parts, it's going to sink right into the skin. And that's what I love about this contour palette. It's super creamy, and look at how it just blends so nicely. After I use the sponge, I like to first do it with a brush just to kind of get it where I want it to be, and then I go in with the sponge and blend it out, and just look how contoured that is. Like, it's such a beautiful and affordable contour palette. I love this palette. I use it on my clients as well. I do have the Huda Beauty cream contour palette also, and that one is amazing too. It's so like creamy, like a little really goes a long way with that one. But I always find myself just going for the e.l.f. one more. But I really do like the Huda one too. I did see that Danessa Myricks, if you guys don't know, she is an amazing makeup artist. She just came out with a contour balm. And when I see like the photos of it and when I see her use it, oh my god, it's like so silky smooth. Like, it's like it literally melts into the skin when you put it on the skin, and I would love to try that. It looks so pretty. I'm also gonna take it and run it across my forehead just to, you know, make it all look nice and even and my face doesn't look like crazy. when you contour, you're basically contouring to kind of define your face. So when you contour like your head and you contour your face, you're doing it so that you can really enhance the features in it. So as you see, once I contoured, it really enhanced underneath my cheekbones, helped my face look slimmer. When I contour my forehead is kind of a big forehead, and when I contour, it kind of makes it look a little bit smaller, not have it look as large as it is. It really balances it out when you do it with the rest of the face. So I like to contour this area. Now if you have a small forehead, you know, you don't really want to contour it, you're gonna contour in other areas, but contouring really helps in defining the face and really bringing out those features that you have. So now I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. This is in the shade Light, and this is just gonna set my face. I'm just gonna go in with a flat powder brush. This is from e.l.f. and kind of set everywhere I put stuff. I'm not going under my eye because I'm gonna use a setting powder for that, like a different one. This is just setting my face here. For setting powder for under my eyes, I'm going to go in with my Airspun powder. The only thing I don't like about this powder is that it is super messy. Like if you can see when you open the cap, this is how it always looks. So it's always like coming out extra powdery. When you close it, it just goes everywhere. So it's very messy and I don't like that. I do like this powder just for a regular day, regular look. If I want to have like a more glammed out look, I like to use the Laura Mercier powder, just because I think that when it sets it, it just gives it more of a flawless finish than this one does, but this one works really nice as well. And when I set my under eye, I don't bake it, I place it and kind of just wipe it away. I just do it so that it can sit into the eye and not move it. I don't really bake it too much. I'll take my sponge, dip it into the setting powder, and I'll bake underneath here, just to really get a nice sharp line. And while that's baking, I will take just a fluffy rounded brush, kind of ovalish, and I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in the shade Mocha, and I'm gonna use that to bronze up. So just slightly taking a, and while I'm doing that, it's taking away that powder that I have baking. Like I said, I'm not too big on baking, so I'll just leave it there for a few seconds. Blush, I am using the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This is in the shade Nudist Society. What I like about this blush is that it does have some nice reflex in it, so it's kind of like a blush and a highlighter at the same time. So when I don't want to put too much highlight on, I do like to use this blush, and it's just like a really nice shade. I think it fits nicely with the Smokey Eye. It's not like an overpowering color. So I'm just gonna take just a round like fluffy brush for the cheeks. I'm gonna rub it in there, dab it out, smile, and go in circular motions on my cheekbone. And I like that it's like very subtle, because as you can see, it rosied up my cheeks and made my cheeks pop really cute and nice, and it gave it that highlight and that shimmer, so I don't have to add additional highlight. When you do a smoky eye like this, sometimes you want to have that glam. Like you're doing a smoky eye, so you want to be that girl, like you want to be it, like you want to pop, you want to show off. So sometimes people, you know, want to add that extra highlight, want to add that extra wing. I ain't doing all that. I like it subtle. This is already enough for me. This is already a pop for me. But you can always go the extra step. Do the wing, do the bougie lashes, do the highlight, like make it cute. Now we're going to go in and finish up the eyes. I'm going to go in with my Nars black eyeliner. This is the high pigment long wear eyeliner. This is one of the most creamiest eyeliners I've ever tried in my whole entire life. I always get so scared and nervous when I use this eyeliner because it is so creamy and so black. But we're doing this smoky look today, so it's perfect. I'm going to just line my, and look, I'm using one hand. You guys can see I'm using one hand and really like looking into this mirror, and look how black that is. Look how creamy it is. Look how it just glides on. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to hold my eye open. I don't have to do anything. I have to be careful because one slip, it'll mess it all up. Look at that. Look at that. Black really just makes my eyes go boom. Like, it's crazy. But not only me, you have brown eyes, you put black on, your eyes are going to pop so much. If you have brown eyes, you put greens on, purples on, your eyes are going to be like amazing. What I'm also going to do here is I'm going to run this on my upper lash line also, just to finalize that. This is hard for me. It's not easy, but I did it. This step you can totally skip. I just figured since, you know, I'm doing this whole smoky eye, we're just gonna really smoke it all out. But I do have to be careful because if you guys watch my videos, you know I'm a teary girl. So if I stab myself by accident, it's over. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back in with this black shade, the Nasty shade from the palette, and with a very, very small crease brush, very small, I'm gonna dab that lightly into that black, and I'm gonna run it across my lower lash line. Now you wanna be very careful because with the fallout, make sure you tap your brush out. And I'm not trying to smoke out the whole bottom. I just kind of want to blend out that eyeliner and just smoke it out a little bit. So you want to just go very lightly under the lash line. Now, if you want to smoke it all out, smoke it all out. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to just smoke it out just a little bit, just to finish it off. We're going to go ahead in with the lip. This is NK Makeup Lip Pencil. Got this probably from the dollar store. This is in the shade Cocoa. And I'm just going to use this to line my lip. And then for the topper, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Gloss. This is in the shade Sand Nudes. This has been by far my favorite lip gloss of 2020. I am going to do a favorites video of 2020. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you guys want to see, but I think I'm going to do that one next. I really had a couple of things that I consistently used throughout this whole year, so I want to show you guys that. So stay tuned for that video, but this is literally my favorite lip gloss. It's just like the perfect nude. It's not like a sticky lip gloss. It doesn't leave me like any residue on my lips. Like, it's just very comfortable and really just fits me and like the colors that I like to wear. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes off camera. For lashes, I am using the Taco lashes in the style Boyo. It's a nice kind of flary lash. I've used these probably twice. I wore them for New Year's, and I wore them when I did a review on Glamlight and a couple other products, so I'll leave that link above as well if you guys want to check that video out. I'm gonna go ahead and do these lashes off camera, and when I get back we will see the final look. Okay guys, so this is the final look. This is my creation of a smoky eye using the Nikita Dragun and Morphe palette. I love the palette. Morphe always comes out with amazing palettes, so I'm not surprised by this one. As I mentioned before, I love the shades that she came out with. I love her brush set. Even though I didn't use it in this video, I did use it before, and her brushes are amazing. I love that it's like a nice dark smoky eye, but not like too overwhelming. It's like a very nice kind of birthday kind of look, or like a night out kind of look, like a sexy kind of vibe look. That's what I get from it. I really do love it. I'm so happy with how it came out. I love how the lashes look with it. I love the combination of the lip that I used for it. I love the shade of blush that I used. I think overall it just complements me personally and my skin very well, so I am super pleased with it. I hope you guys like this look as well. So if you guys did like this look and want to see more videos like this, then please give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys have not subscribed to be a part of the CHRISSY crew, please make sure you hit that subscribe button before you guys go, and also hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I post a new video. And thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.